Hey, what y'all doing? Not like I haven't done enough. I'm not done with the wall. I ran out of blocks. I got to get 12 more. So you got to wait. I mowed. Haven't weed eated because the weed eater's got to get fixed. But y'all, I got a whole bag of limes that I had to figure out what I'm going to do with. So we're going to do a couple of things. We ain't going to do them both today. But we're going to do a couple of things. So you hear me. Yep. I'm tired. So I'm sitting on a chair doing this. Why? Because I can't. That's why. I'm trying my hand at some curd. I love curd, but I've never made it. It says you have to do this constantly, and I believe them. So what is curd? It's pretty simple ingredients. So this is a small batch, and I am doing the small batch because I've never done it. So I don't want to waste any more product than I have to. So this recipe is 3 limes. We need the zest of all of those limes and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. You mix those two things together. It suggests that you run the sugar and the lime zest through your food processor. I don't think it's all that necessary unless you don't have a rasp, and then it is. You need 3 egg yolks and 1 large egg. And you need the juice of those 3 limes. And it says you should have about 1/3 of a cup of juice. And mine was dead on. Dead on. Because I put it in a measuring cup and I wanted to know. Basically, it tells you to mix your egg yolks and your sugar just like you would any other kind of pudding, right? Or creme pat, if you want to be European about it. I know a few things. Okay, we got to watch because we starting to get thick. We're going to go a little faster, right? So you mix your eggs and your sugar together, and when that's mixed together, you turn your heat on medium, and you add the juice in there, and then you don't leave this bad boy. You don't leave it. We're starting to get thick. Where are we at? There we go. It states it should get to about 165 degrees, or it should coat the back of the spoon. You run your finger across it, and you can still see the line, and it doesn't run right back. Let me put you on pause, P-A-W-S, because I think that's where we're at. Hang on. And indeed, we are there. See where I run my finger through there and see how it hasn't moved? All right. That means we're where we're supposed to be. Okay, look at it. I need both hands right this second. So, we'll see what it is. Now, she said she used an air temp, but I'll check it and see where we're at. Whoop. She said ideally 165 degrees, and that is probably mostly because they want to cook those egg yolks. We're at 120. Okay, I'm going to go a little tiny bit further. Just because, I mean, that's pretty thick. Just a little tiny bit further. See where we're at. Hang on, I'll come right back. All right, now we're going to take 6 tablespoons of butter and we're going to drop it in here. There we go. We're going to drop it in there until all of that is melted in. If you would like to strain your curd, you absolutely can. Like if you're afraid it went too far and that you might have gotten a little bit of scrambled eggs, I mean, you might be able to strain it and save it. Probably not, because that's kind of the one rule. Don't do that. But I guess you could strain it. It might get out some of the lime zest. I don't mind the lime zest, so we're just going to leave it. And then when you get all the butter incorporated, it tells you to basically put it in something that's nice and sealed and put it in your refrigerator. Because, babies, this is basically... it's kind of pudding, right? The egg yolks are what thickened it. We didn't need like any flour or cornstarch or anything like that. That was all the egg yolks, kind of like a hollandaise. You know how hollandaise gets thick? It's from the egg yolks. Okay, same thing. Same thing, except for this is lime flavored. Yeah. Instead of lemon. So I'm going to get all this done. And then we are going to put this in a beautiful glass bowl. I'm going to put a little bit of saran wrap on top of it so that it doesn't form a skin. And then this is going to have to go in the refrigerator until it's all the way cold. All the way. And then you can use this on anything you want. You could fill up a nice buttery tart, right? With the lime curd, and that would be delicious. Top it with a little bit of whipped cream. You could do a cheesecake and put this on top of a cheesecake. You could put this on top of pound cake with some whipped cream. Like, there's endless things you could do with this. Hopefully it's going to be good. We're going to find out here in just a little bit. So, y'all come back. I'll take pictures of it in the bowl, and then when it's cold in a few hours, y'all come back and we'll taste it and we'll see if it's any good, okay? All right. Hey, welcome back. I've had a shower and everything because I was filthy. And this has been in the refrigerator for a pretty long time. And it's cold now. Look how thick that is. Look at that. Look at that. Shut your mouth. That is so good. I think I'm going to look for like a small batch cheesecake recipe. That would be delicious. On top of some cheesecake. For sure, for sure. Pinterest. You all know that's where it came from. But congratulations, we made lime curd. And it's good. So if we make a cheesecake and put it on top, I'll let you know when I find that recipe and we'll go from there, okay? Love you, bye.